So welcome to my 100-year-old house project in Richmond, Virginia, where I have a brick home that has 2 layers of brick and some rotten windows on the north side of the house. I wanted to replace these windows right up to the brick in order to get rid of the frames that were in pretty bad shape and be able to have nice windows with a clear space all the way to the brick. So, as I examined the windows in more detail, I did realize that the window sill was in pretty bad shape and the sides of the window were in really bad condition. So I decided, at least for a few of the windows, I would rip them out completely to the brick, reframe new frames in, and then set the replacement windows to actually go right up to the edge of the brick, and to reuse the sills again because they looked like they were in pretty good shape. So we ordered new windows. The new windows arrived after about 3 weeks and probably 5 or 6 measurements just to make sure I got the right size. Fortunately, all that measurement paid off because they did fit pretty well. So here's our trial fit, where we actually removed the old windows completely, removed the sill, and tried the frame to make sure it fit in the window opening, which fortunately it did. And of course, I had to clean out the old mortar holding the old wood piece in. And of course, examining the wood piece, we did find some rot on the bottom of the wood sill, but the wood sill weighed about 40 pounds, was about 5.5 feet long. So we decided to rebuild it by gutting out the rotten part and then gluing some new pieces in that were from the salvaged wood from the house in another part of the project. It appeared to be fir, although I can't really say that for sure, but it wasn't pine, and it was very dense wood. So I table sawed out the rotten wood and then cleaned it up with my router and prepared it to glue in a new piece of wood that again was some salvaged wood from the house. Very similar grain structure and similar wood. So I used Gorilla Glue, spread it very thoroughly throughout, clamped the new piece in, and then soaked 3 coats of penetrating oil into the sill and the ends to protect it. So now we're back to installing the window, doing our trial fit, and starting to work on the framing, which would go on the inside against the outside layer of brick and then be foamed in place on the sides. And then, of course, using the wooden sill on the bottom and the iron lintel at the top to connect the window to via caulking. The side pieces of the window will be 2x6s that will be screwed into the furring strips on the inside and also foamed tightly against the brick on the sides. Here you can see the final assembly all caulked in place, ready to be framed. Foam on the top and the bottom to seal the window. On the sides, using caulk. The one warning I do have is I did use the high expanding foam on the sides, and I wasn't careful to brace the 2x6s, so they did bow in, and I subsequently had to cut them down with my hand planer. But in the future, it's important to brace anything you use spray foam in, because it will continue to expand for about 24 hours and can cause a lot of problems in a window or a door if you're not careful about how to fit it. You can also use non-expanding foam, but I still find even the non-expanding foam can still give you some troubles if you don't have things properly braced to prevent that from happening. Now the last part of this project will be to caulk the outside of the window, and in some places I did have to fill in with some spray foam in order to fill the gap between the frame of the window and the brick, because of course the brick can be quite uneven. And a few places where the brick fell out, I have to remortar some pieces of brick back in place, but that's a fairly small job that will have to wait for some warmer weather, because the weather turned quite cold after I got this window put in place. I do prefer for outside use to use the Quad OSI product, which I wish I'd get sponsored on because it's very expensive. but I find that it works really, really well. It's a pain to use because you have to clean it up with paint thinner, as it's a solvent-based product. However, it's extremely durable. It paints nicely. It smooths out nicely if you use a little bit of paint thinner on your finger, or even a brush with a little bit of paint thinner on it. And it holds up super well to the weather. So highly recommended for outside connection between the vinyl window and the brick wall. So thanks for listening.